Hello, Bulldog athletes and families. The end of the 2019-2020 athletic season will not go unremembered. This year began with excitement as our senior athletes would prepare to dominate the football and soccer fields, the tracks, the courts, the wrestling mat, the baseball and softball diamonds, and the golf course. Thankfully, we had the opportunity to witness some of your dedication and perseverance. With the closure and eventual premature ending of the winter and spring seasons, we were unable to witness all of our sports, all of our athletes. Please know this will remain in the minds of our coaches and staff members. This is not the way we wanted to say thank you, and this is not the way we wanted to say good luck in the future, as I know it's not how you wanted it to end. Well, please remember the best part of being an athlete. For an athlete, competition does not stop. Use your high school experience, your training, your coach's advice to continue to be an athlete. Whether in college or taking part in community opportunities, do not stop competing. Do not stop becoming better at what you love to do. Thank you for being a Bulldog. Your participation, your effort, your dedication is what makes Sullivan West High School an incredible place to be and an incredible place to be an athlete. Thank you.
Greetings, Sullivan West athletes and community. Typically, we think of this time of year as a bittersweet time in your athletic career. Bitter because many of your high school athletic careers have ended, and sweet for those who will be turning another year. Unfortunately, this year's sports year has ended most bitter with the cancellation of the spring season. Underclassmen, you'll get the opportunity to return next year and compete. Seniors, hopefully most of you have the opportunity to compete in the fall or the winter, or will continue your athletic careers in college. We as an athletic community share your disappointment with this loss, but also celebrate the many years that you were a Bulldog athlete at Sullivan West. As you embark on your next journey, remember the good times and camaraderie you had with your friends, teammates, and coaches. Those memories will last a lifetime. Win, lose, or draw, we're all proud of the way you represent Sullivan West. Now, on with our program.
Hi, this is Coach Billard. I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about the Alpine ski team and present awards. One of the highlights of the season that Michael Rydell, Zach Stevenson, Parker Tyler qualified for sectionals. In sectionals, all three of them completed both runs of the giant slalom and placed 6th. This is very hard to do for the whole team to complete both runs, so congratulations to that sectional team. I would also like to acknowledge that Parker Tyler tested up this year, raced on Varsity, got into sectionals, so congratulations. This is quite an accomplishment for a 7th grader. Okay, let's start with the awards. I'm going to give out 3 awards this year. The Boys Most Improved Award goes to a racer that improved 21 positions over last year. He ended up qualifying in sectionals. He's a junior and worked extremely hard this year. Placed 15th in sectionals. The Boys Most Improved Award goes to Zach Stevenson. The next award is for the most valuable. The Girls Most Valuable Skier Award goes to a racer who averaged 16th in slalom, 18th in giant slalom. She's only a 9th grader and also placed 30th in sectionals. The award goes to Lucia Kennedy. The Boys Most Valuable Award goes to a skier who averaged 8th both in slalom and giant slalom. He's a senior and worked extremely hard throughout his racing career. The award goes to Michael Rydell. Lastly, I want to thank my assistant, Crystal Herbert, and Bill Palmer. Both helped to elevate the team to a new level. Thank the parents for supporting the values, both mental and physical, that are learned during participating in extracurricular activities. I would also like to say goodbye to my seniors, Michael Rydell and Nicholas Mills. Good luck in the future. and hope to see you next year on the slopes. Stay safe and goodbye.
Hello, I was given the opportunity to do the presentation for the great sport of wrestling, and here's a statement from Mr. Lennon. Before I get started, I would like to take a minute to thank Sullivan Wrestling parents for the support throughout the season, and looking forward to next season, the returning Sullivan West wrestlers of Riley Cruz, Tim Gray, Nathan Coy, and Robert Vaughn Gretchen will add great talent to our combined team next season. Now, good evening. By now, everybody knows Henry Peters is receiving the Perseverance Award for his dedication to wrestling. Over the past 6 years, he endured the trips back and forth to Sullivan West every night for practice, weekend tournaments, and getting back late and still sticking it out while keeping good grades. He was also a 2-time sectional place finisher. Congratulations to Henry Peters, and good luck in the future.
Hello everyone, my name is Ms. Fox and I'm happy to introduce you to the Sullivan West cheerleading team. We had a tremendous team this year with a bunch of very enthusiastic, very passionate, and very dedicated bunch of girls. It was a pleasure working with you all. So I'm going to start with Emma Mead, our team captain. So talented and so helpful, and the team was very lucky to have you. I'm giving you the Coach's Award. Bella Wagner, wow, the epitome of what a cheerleader should be. It was just so wonderful watching you perform at every game. So I'm giving you the Most Spirited Cheerleader Award. Congratulations to you both. The rest of the team is comprised of Camille Kersey, just very mature and great attitude. Emily Umbach, the sweetest, kindest, most adorable cheerleader I have ever had. Amanda Deary, hardworking and dedicated, very impressive. Olivia Sargent, you get the Best Laugh Award. Thanks for making us laugh and keep it coming. Caitlin McBride, the quintessence of respect, dedication, and perseverance. One of a kind. Becca Brewer, the nicest and most easiest going of all. Such a great pleasure. I hope you come back again next year. Kaylee Feller, so excited and eager to learn, and I thank you for that. And last but not least, Liz Testament, one of the most tenacious cheerleader I have ever met, and I congratulate you for your effort. I would also like to say a great big thank you to Richard Ross for all the candid photos you have taken over the years of my cheerleaders, and also a great big thank you to Mr. Franskavich for all the help and support you have given me over the years, and I wish you a healthy and happy retirement. Thank you.
Go.
Hi, I'm Mr. Ellison, and with me is Mr. Bernhardt. Together, we had the honor and pleasure of coaching this year's JV girls basketball team. We owe a great deal of thanks to our players, their parents, our fans, our school administration, our custodians, our school nurse, and of course the other coaches in the program, Mr. Donovan, Mr. Scheibe, Mr. Welton, and Mrs. Schumacher. All helped to make this season a memorable one with their support and efforts throughout the year. Our record was 17-0, an undefeated season. It was so much fun working with these girls because they wanted to learn and get better with every single practice. Their self-confidence and trust in each other became keys to our success. We became a dominant team, averaging 42 points per game while giving up only 18 points per game on defense. We got contributions from many girls on any given night. This team was very unselfish, became good passers, and took pride in learning how to play man-to-man defense. Tough man-to-man defense. They consistently played beautiful team basketball. Our schedule was a competitive one, and we beat them all. Many of our opposing coaches would comment on how well we played and the good sportsmanship that we displayed after our games. These girls were an absolute joy to coach. They brought a smile to my face and a warmth to my heart. I want to thank each and every girl on this team for the sacrifices that each one of you made in order to have such a wonderful season. Thanks, girls. I love you all.
And I don't have much to say. I'm a man of few words, as you know, girls, but much thanks, as Mr. Ellison said. If I can leave you with a few things, don't forget mudita, the sharing everyone else's joy, and everybody buying in and not caring who gets the credit, and you guys exemplified doing that. And run, gun, and have fun, because boy, we sure do miss working with you. We've mentioned it many times. And I only coached one other JV girls basketball team. That was 47 years ago. And you guys went so far beyond what those girls did, and you learned several man offenses that we never really even got to use because nobody played us man, but just every single thing. You put a smile on our face every day, and I ran the warm-up music. You even let Ellison and I play all kinds of crazy musical here, and not one girl ever complained. No. We've never had that either, just whenever you guys trusted us all the way, and you bought into what we wanted you to do, and we hope that these lessons, some of the things that you picked up throughout the year besides basketball will help you out for the rest of your life, and we're looking forward to seeing you play again. But much thanks. We really miss you.
Thank you, girls. On a personal note, I also want to thank Mr. Franskevich for all his support and encouragement over the years, and I want to wish him the very best in retirement. Thank you, Mr. Franskevich.
Same thing.
Please join me as we take a small break from our regular program as we recognize one of our coaches. We're going to recognize Coach Rick Ellison. Upon 30 years of dedicated service to the Sullivan West District, he will be retiring at the end of this year. Rick has been with us for the 30 years. He has coached basketball, both boys and girls. He has coached soccer, both boys and girls. He has coached golf, and he's also even coached football during his tenure at Sullivan West. I would like to present this plaque to him along with the Sullivan West Athletic Department. The plaque reading, Rick Ellison, upon your retirement and in recognition and appreciation of your 30 years of dedicated service to the athletes and athletic programs of the Jeffersonville, Youngsville, and Sullivan West School District. Your countless hours of dedicated service to the athletes and athletics over the years will always be appreciated. As you enter a new chapter in your life, your coaching colleagues wish you the very best, as you've always given the athletes your very best. You have inspired many coaches that will strive to be the best they can be as they follow your blueprint for success. Athletes will live their lives using life's principles that you have bestowed upon them through the years. For years to come, alumni athletes will always look back and reflect on the years they learned and played for Coach Ellison. The Sullivan West Athletic Department wishes you a happy and healthy retirement.
Good evening, everyone. First off, congratulations to all the student athletes and a special acknowledgement to all the senior athletes. Best of luck in all of your future endeavors. When I first found out you'd be retiring, Dad, I knew right away it was important to honor your considerable coaching career and commitment. I was hoping to be able to do that at the Winter Sports Awards, but from as young as I can remember, I was with you on scouting trips and bus rides at your practices, always at your games, and I remember being so happy to be a part of what has now become an extraordinary coaching career. I was able to reach out to several of the players who've coached over the years, and words like fair, honest, thorough, committed, mentor, intense at times, and leader always came up. And all of those accolades are so evident in the wins and championships you've achieved, the relationships you've created and maintained, the memories you've formed, the guidance and advice that you've always bestowed on all of your players, and even the adversity that you've overcome. You've always been my favorite coach and the first person I look to on the sidelines, and it's meant a lot, so thank you. And I'm confident I can speak for everyone when I say how grateful and appreciative we all are for all that you've done and committed to. It's always been fun, or at least mostly always been fun, and congratulations on an absolutely phenomenal coaching career. To keep this short, there's a quote I think symbolizes exactly the example that you've set, and it's, As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. So thank you for always being a resource. Thank you for always being a leader and a laugh and a coach by every sense of the word. Congrats, Dad.
We have two coaches to honor, this coach being Coach Mike Elmauer. Mike Elmauer joined the district 37 years ago and coached both boys and girls soccer, basketball, and softball. Again, we are going to honor him with a plaque, that plaque reading, "Upon your retirement and in recognition and appreciation of your 37 years of dedicated service to the athletes and athletic programs of the Jeffersonville, Youngsville, and Sullivan West School Districts. Mike Elmauer, your contributions to the athletes and athletics at Sullivan West will never be forgotten. Your never-ending hours of dedication to your teams and coaches of Sullivan West will be greatly missed. From your championship teams and all-star athletes to your countless hours of fundraising to your educating coaches on first aid. As you enter a new chapter in your life, your coaching colleagues wish you the very best as you have always given the athletes your very best. Your athletes will miss those winning ways just as they will miss the softball calls from the coach's box. For years to come, not only will the alumni talk about the winning New York State Indoor Softball Championship, but will remember the years they played for Coach Elmauer. The Sullivan West Athletic Department wishes you a happy and healthy retirement.
Hey Dad, I heard you're retiring this year. Maybe it's true, but I don't believe it. Your time as a coach has meant so much to me and hundreds of other students at Sullivan West. They asked me to share a few memories of your time coaching. I remember countless long trips to Goshen, hanging out with the cool softball girls after games, and that after a game, you couldn't use the phone for hours because you had to call every reporter and all of your assistant coaches, and you could never get online. I'm so proud to be a part of your legacy, Dad. Hey Jack, what do you think?
Hey Dad, you and I spent a lot of truck rides going back and forth to the soccer fields where we'd have our own carpool karaoke session and also talk about that day's game or practice. No matter the outcome, you always focused on the highlights. It's this kind of positivity that set the tone for each of your seasons. Whether it was pre-game music requests that made you shake your head and say, "How do you even know what they're saying?" to on-field dance parties, you always rolled with the punches because you knew that a bonded team was a strong team. You had this way of making every practice and game fun, but instilled a sense of drive to win. Moments after you'd call a random play just to throw them off, we'd see you walking towards the middle of the field because you almost couldn't resist not playing in the game. I still hear Kurt and Anthony saying, "Mike, behind the line." You cared about every individual player. To end a season, you wrote a personal letter to every player. You would include something that said, "Thank you for playing," and you'd always comment on their athleticism, but you'd also include something positive about their character. These letters were cherished and really meaningful. It's through your constant motivation and passion on and off the field that touched the lives of so many student athletes. I'm one of those student athletes, but I'm lucky enough to get to call you my dad too. Hey Al!
Hey Dad, tonight's about you, but I want to take a quick moment to thank your players for teaching you how to use your cell phone. I will always carry fond memories of being the ball girl in your soccer and softball games and getting $1 for every game that I worked. You've been coaching since 1982 and you haven't taken a year off. You've coached hundreds of people, and it's often that someone I don't know around town tells me how much they enjoy having you as a coach. You make games a family affair and a lifestyle for us. I remember planning our weeks around your games and watching them with the whole family. You've taught me the importance of committing yourself to your job by putting in long hours. And what people don't know is that your day often ended hours after a game. You stayed until everyone was gone, you helped clean up the field, you sometimes drove your players home, and then you came home, ate dinner, called in the scores from the newspaper, and lastly, you took care of your chickens. Mitch, Jackie, and I are honored to be a part of the legacy you left on Sullivan West Athletics, and we are so proud of you.
Congratulations, Dad.
Congratulations, Dad!
Congratulations, Dad. We love you.
Good evening. I just want to take a minute to recognize our retiring athletic director, Mr. David Franskevich. I will be presenting him with a plaque at an upcoming ceremony. The plaque reads, "This plaque is presented in appreciation for your 34 years of dedication, leadership, and commitment to the student athletes, coaches, and the loyal fans of Jeffersonville, Youngsville, and Sullivan West School Districts. With gratitude, we additionally acknowledge the countless lives you have positively touched in your 34 years as a physical education teacher in our community. Congratulations on your retirement dated June 2020. Congratulations, Mr. Franskevich, and thank you."
Hey, big man. Just wanted to pop in, say congratulations on your retirement. I know it's been a long time coming. We're all excited for you. We're all happy for you. I know you've been waiting on this, and probably some of your colleagues too. Excited to see where you go outside of retirement and what you'll do with your fancy new camper and all the places you'll see. I also want to say thank you for all your years of teaching, both at the school and at home. I know you've taught me a ton, from football to being an outdoorsman to being a handyman, a good brother and a good son, and also quite a bit about growing. I know at this point that the student has probably become the master at this point, but you definitely instilled that love in me, and I continue it to this day. And actually have something growing right now. Let's see how it's going. Okay, folks, how about we just get pizza?
Hey, Dad. Time to hang it up, huh? It's been a good run. Just want to take this opportunity, like a lot of other people probably will, to say thank you for everything you did in your professional career. Something I can say that most people can't is I got to see what my dad is like in a professional setting, which was a really cool experience for me. Saw some things that most people don't get to see. My first ever 10-sport professional athlete, that was pretty cool. People up there like Michael Jordan only played 2. I got to see a professional that could wear sweatpants to work every day. You don't see that often. But, I also got to see what someone with a good work ethic looks like and how they handle themselves. I got to see somebody that goes to work every day and does the right thing, whether, the crowd's on your side or the chips are stacked against you, it didn't matter. It's someone who followed the rules and did what they knew was right all the time, and that's an example that most people don't get to see, especially from their own father. So I appreciate those things that you taught me, even though you probably didn't know that you were teaching me. But anyways, congratulations on your retirement. Hopefully it's fun, hopefully you have a good time, and I wish you all the best. You'll be missed, but on to the next chapter. It's time for fun, so enjoy it.
Paulo Coelho, a Brazilian lyricist and novelist, stated, "Ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow." Our philosophy as a team was to make sure that what we were doing that day would indeed get us closer to where we want to be tomorrow. This year was a very unique year for the girls basketball team. We were a team comprised of 3 seniors, 6 sophomores, and a lone freshman. Many of these girls would have been playing JV in normal years, but due to the lack of upperclassmen, they were thrown into a varsity fire early on. It would be a quick learning curve for many of them, as well as myself. Our goal for the year was to compete every day in every drill and improve every day. The strides that our team made from November 11th to February 24th were insurmountable. We knew the importance of practice each day. Our goal was to get a little better each day and get closer to where we want to be tomorrow. Our seniors stepped up this year and played a vital part of teaching and maturation process of being not only a varsity player, but someone who has to deal with this big bear as their coach. Their seniors would pull underclassmen aside and work with them individually, talk to them and put language that I've used before into words and understanding that they would know and understand. They would also let them know that I may be big and intimidating, that I am really a softie. But don't tell anyone that, as that may affect my reputation. What these seniors exemplified this year does not show up in the statistical category, but it shows up in the way that these young ladies demonstrated to the underclassmen about what it means to be part of the basketball team. You will be an example that I will use the rest of my career for what it means to be team leaders. As for the season, we had our ups and downs. The girls faced some adversity throughout the season, but they knew that nothing was going to derail their progress through the season. We faced some difficult competition throughout the year. Our non-league schedule was difficult again, but having the girls go through some of the growing pains now will hopefully help in the future. We were able to defeat Eldred twice, the Class A opponent Port Jervis, and the eventual Section 9 champions Livingston Manor. All great, close games that gave these girls real confidence for the season to come. Our division was tough again this year. Seward again had a very tough team, and we played Tri-Valley close in 2 games, which hopefully for these girls lets them know that if the work is done in the offseason, that they can contend to win the division this year. Now to our awards. The award goes to a young lady that averaged 5.3 points per game and 1.4 assists per game. She was usually one of the first players to practice, and came to all of our volunteer workouts. She never saw a shot she didn't like, and I had to mention that to her a couple times. Our coach's award goes to Brielle Arnott. Our most valuable player goes to a young lady that averaged 7.6 points per game and 8.2 rebounds per game. She may not be the biggest player we have, but she plays as one of the biggest. She was also recognized by the coaches of Section 9 as one of the top 50 players in the section. This year's award goes to Riley Ernst. Thank you to the administration, Mr. Franscavage, to the parents who provided clean jerseys, warm meals, and a near just illicit, my assistant coach Kurt Scheibe, and our JV coaches Ron Bernhardt and Rick Ellison.
I'd like to take a moment to recognize the following players of the JV boys basketball team: Gabe Bell, Oscar DeChalis, Tarek Gambari, Justin Grunn, Gavin Haushold, Titus Hominick, Charlie Lewis, Sarah Peachy, Dominic Perez, Dylan Sager, Terrell Spencer, James Budenhagen, Andrew Hubert, William Meering, and our manager, Devin Taylor. It's never easy keeping 14 players on a basketball team, as only 5 can play on the court at a time. But with our 10 returning sophomores and 4 freshmen joining the team, we knew we had a solid foundation of skills, knowledge of the game, and a team camaraderie. Every practice and game, each player brought something of value to the team, resulting in another positive and winning season. Basketball season seems like it was forever ago, but we were fortunate enough to be able to celebrate the season back in March as a team with our family and friends, playing basketball, eating food, and enjoying each other's company. When we look back on the season, it's nice to remember the wins, but we remember those team bonding moments and the feelings of joy that brought us together the best. The boys know these references: Larry Bird, Rice Krispies, King of the Court, Broga, 4v4v4, Thanksgiving dinner as a team, and tournaments, and many more. I want to wish my sophomores good luck as they move up to varsity next year, and I have no doubt that with the talent already in varsity and the talent that they bring to the table, that the varsity will thrive. I have enjoyed our last 2 years together and getting to know each of you. I'd also like to give a special thank you to Devin Taylor for being our team manager this year, helping in drills and maintaining stats. To the entire team, you have made my job as a coach extremely easy and enjoyable. Thanks for an incredible job and for all your hard work this season. Thank you. Mr. Hahn.
Hey, Sullivan West, Coach Meyer here, hoping everybody is safe and well. Today I'd like to talk about the 2019-2020 varsity basketball team. First of all, thank you Sullivan West fans for coming out and supporting us, and the whole Sullivan West family. It is greatly appreciated. A big thank you and congratulations to Mr. Franscavage. Thank you for all you do, not only for basketball, but all the sports here at Sullivan West. You'll be greatly missed. We wish you nothing but the best in your retirement. Thank you to the coaches, Mr. Haushold, Mr. and Mrs. Hahn, thank you for all you do. Thank you players, seniors, Gabe, Nick, and Matt. thank you for your hard work and dedication to the program. You'll be greatly missed, and we wish you nothing but the best in the future. Underclassmen, take this opportunity. This is your moment to shine. Hopefully you're working hard on your games to make next season, 2020-21, an even bigger success. This year we came in second at the Ellison tournament. We came in third at the Walton tournament, but we did make our ultimate goal of qualifying for the sectionals. So overall, a great team success. Our awards, we have two. Our first award is the Coach's Award. For this player, gives 100% each and every day. We admire how hard you work and your dedication to the team. This year's winner is Ryan Mace. Congratulations. Our second award is for MVP. Our MVP this year is Gabe Campanelli. Thank you for your hard work. You played amazing this year, and we wish you nothing but the best in the future. Sullivan West, thank you, and we hope everybody is well and safe, and we can get back to normal as soon as possible.
This is Coach Seidel. I had the pleasure to serve as the boys' interim indoor track coach for the last few weeks of the winter season, taking over for Coach Bauer. I'd like to briefly highlight my experience with this group of excellent young men. This is a talented and resilient group of athletes. The Tri-Valley Boys Track and Field program have had the upper hand in recent years, and we knew that beating them would mean a total team effort. To be fair, we are certainly underdogs going into the division championship at West Point. Having reviewed the seed list, I knew it was going to be a hard-fought meet. Track meets are unique in that the ongoing score is often misleading. I knew that Tri-Valley was strong in the early events and would be able to slowly fight back throughout the meet as long as we stayed focused and did not lose our composure. I can only say that I was extremely impressed by the performance the boys gave that night. They never gave up, even when victory seemed unlikely. Their positive attitude, their support for one another, and exceptional efforts resulted in an upset over defending Tri-Valley and another track championship for Sullivan West. I want to thank all of the boys who stepped up in a very difficult situation. I'm very proud of you, and I'm happy I could be part of your experience this year. Lastly, I want to thank Coach Bauer for his support. This is truly his team, and I am grateful I could assist when I was needed. Good luck to all the seniors. You will be missed. Hope to see everyone back on the track very soon. Now I'd like to present the Boys Indoor Track Awards. The first award is the Track MVP in distance running. This athlete possesses the requisite inner drive, determination, and work ethic to be successful as a mid-distance runner. A positive and enthusiastic individual, he leads in his words and in his actions. To his credit, he never gives up even when faced with unforeseen obstacles or challenges. I believe that this indoor season was a personal challenge to him as a runner, but also a test of his character. This young man could have easily surrendered, but that is not his nature. He continued to work hard every day in practice and persevered even when he could have easily quit. This never say die attitude was quite evident in his last race of the season. At the Section 9 Championship at West Point, after a slow start, he quickly fell behind in the 16-lap 3,200 meter race. At one point in the race, he had fallen about 80 meters behind the leaders. For most runners, this would have been an impossible situation. However, not for this young man. Instead of accepting the apparent fact that it was not his day, remarkably, he kept fighting back, slowly but deliberately, making up lost ground lap by lap. I watched in amazement as he made a final push with about 400 meters to go, passing runner after runner on his way to a silver medal and a personal best time in the event. He narrowly missed the gold medal by 1/10 of a second. From a coaching perspective, he ran a great race. But more importantly, he again showed the true nature of his character. I am very happy this young man has been part of our program for the last 4 years at Sullivan West, and he was integral to much of our success. I look forward to hearing about his future accomplishments at the collegiate level. It is an honor to present the track MVP in distance running to team captain Bryce Mayapolsky. He truly will be missed next year. next award is the Track MVP Award in sprints. Talent alone will only take you so far as an athlete. When you take raw talent and you add a focused determination to reach a goal, you can end up with greatness. It is an understatement to say that this young man's accomplishments this year have been anything but exceptional. Blessed with natural speed and strength, this athlete had some commanding performances during the 2019 outdoor track season. However, he came into this indoor season determined to reach another level. Although he met some challenges and disappointments along the way, he kept focused on his goals. Notably, he was a dominant force in the division championship, winning the gold medal in the 55-meter dash, the 300-meter dash, and the pole vault. These outstanding performances led the way to an ultimate team championship for Sullivan West. Entering the state qualifier meet, he was seated 9th in the 300-meter dash. An achievement in itself as he was competing against athletes from several AA track programs. In the semis, he ran an outstanding time of 37.2, which placed him 4th overall going into the finals. The goal in the final was to get out as fast as possible and hopefully run well enough to make the intersectional relay team. What happened next is nothing less than astonishing. As the gun went off, he exploded out of the blocks like a rocket and never looked back. As he approached the final turn, it became apparent that the favored runners in the race were not going to catch him. As he crossed the finish line, he recorded a state standard and school record time of 36.1 seconds. He had just done something incredible in qualifying for the state championship. In fact, several coaches at the meet were astounded as me. Certainly a remarkable accomplishment in a breakout season. His talent and newfound drive will truly be missed next year, and I wish him all the best of luck. It is with great pleasure that I award the track MVP in sprints to Roan Gillingham. Next, I'd like to present the individual awards for the girls indoor track team. The first award is the MVP in field events. This young woman truly exemplifies what it means to be dedicated to her sport. A talented athlete, she's made tremendous strides over the past few months in her events. These results have been accomplished through focus, determination, and a strong work ethic. Although she displayed these same traits last year, it is evident that her level of dedication to personal excellence has been taken to a new level. She competes in several technical events and has continued to hone her skills throughout the winter season, despite the many limitations of training indoors. She is certainly an integral part of this season's success and will play a major role in our team's future accomplishments. To her credit, she scored the most points on our team in the division championship, finishing 3rd in the triple jump, winning gold in both the long jump and the high jump. In addition to her great performance in divisions, she won a bronze medal at the Section 9 Class B championship in the high jump. She also met the standard and competed at the state qualifier meet at West Point, again matching her personal best jump of 4 feet 8 inches. I strongly believe that this athlete is only beginning to reach her true potential in the jumping events, and she will continue to exceed expectations. I look forward to witnessing her future accomplishments, which are assured by her positive attitude, her exceptional work ethic, her enthusiasm, and dedication to her team. It is with great pleasure that I award the 2019-20 MVP in field events to Paige Perucchi. The second award is the MVP in track award. When I think of this young woman, 2 words immediately come to mind: tenacity and selflessness. She approaches her races with a tenacious spirit, always giving 100% and leaving nothing on the track. This is a quality that is innate in her. I can always count on the fact that no matter how she feels, she'll be willing to compete. This competitive drive and willingness to sacrifice her own personal gain for the sake of the team make her an invaluable member of our track program. A talented runner, she's contributed greatly to our team's success over the past few years. As an upperclassman, she's become a leader and an example to the young members of our team. She was certainly a major part of our division championship, placing in the 300, the 600, as well as the 1,000-meter run. She won a medal in the 600-meter dash at the Section 9 Class B championship and met the standard to compete at the state qualifying meet at West Point. She ran exceptionally well in that meet, achieving a personal best of 1 minute 50 seconds in the 600 meters. Looking forward to next year, I believe this talented young woman is going to achieve many things on the track and contend for both sectional titles and compete ultimately in the New York State Championship. It is clear that our continued team success will be impacted by this athlete's future performances. I look forward to coaching her next year and witnessing many more great races. It is my privilege to present the 2019 MVP in Track Award to Emily Bear.